let me show you what a good report would look like. Here we go. So this is the circular ring. And in the morning, this is what it prints out. This is what I get to see every morning. And this is your SpO2,
Yeah.
and this is your oxygen saturation throughout the night. So my ODI was 22 that day, 95.7 oxygenation average, and my minimum was 88, so 11 o'clock
Yeah.
at night. I'm usually around 97, 96 when I'm awake. So if my average is like that, that's pretty normal. The time that was less than 95 was 29%. And the time that I was below 90 was less than 2%. So overall, that's pretty good. Wouldn't it be better if you had an image of what you were doing?
Well, yeah.
And this is my heart rate. So there's my good decline. I'm recovering. All these little blips right here, these spikes, they
Yeah.
could be, depending on my nervous system, connected with these hypoxic movements because that's when you
Mhm.
wake up. So that's the awake time. My minimum was 44 in the morning. Maximum was 80, probably when I got up to pee. And then this thing gives me my finger temperature, which is good, and some sort of sleep staging that we can look at, and the total start time, latency, and how long I was asleep.
Well, you're getting a
So
lot of deep
this,
sleep, huh?
yeah, I'm usually around 20%. And you're not bad. You're between 15 and 22. Yours isn't bad. All right. My time awake is very low. If you look at it with your Oura ring, you can see how many times you wake up. Yours is very low. So what I'm saying is this is kind of the way to do it, to get these readings, to see how you're doing. I'm going to show you the report here in a second. Hold on, let me show you what this report looks like. Yeah, here we go. So one of the things you can see is my average 94, 95, my average pulse rate, my minimum SpO2, right? But my ODI that they're measuring, see how that goes up and down? It could go down to 9, it can go to 3, then it can go 22. But this is a good way to say, how am I doing?
Mm.
Here's what we're correlating. These numbers here, like say this one here's 80, that's okay, 1% less, right? So if my resting heart rate was low, trying to get a correlation here, right? So 55 is 17, 57 is 20, right? So maybe my heart rate is having some effect on this thing too, right? If I take a picture of you here when you had a pizza or something, here where you had tuna, you're pretty regular, but what I'm trying to say is you can't do one night and give a full-blown diagnosis. You want to look at it over time and see if these things are holding up your recovery. And that would be like the brain Sherpa. If we see that your oxygen is good and your brain Sherpa is slow, then we know it's maybe something else, right? But if the brain Sherpa is slow, we're doing everything all right, but the oxygen is bad, now let's push on the oxygen situation. Maybe get the mouth splint, do some of these exercises, work on our thoracic mobility and things like that. It means that we're addressing the problem. We're not just filing it away. What do you say? I checked my numbers this morning. So there's the circle. It opens up like that.